I make a live yesterday and my heart was to make one today. Because the man who we have, you're doing good, I'm glad to hear that. The man who we have in charge of the country went in a Mickey Mouse clubhouse meeting in Kwezi last night, because that is a clubhouse meeting, you know. The behavior of that meeting was for a club, you know. A Jamet performing like if, well, where he said the whole world supposed to believe that is the truth he talk. You went to, good afternoon, my dear. You went to respond back to Kamala's crime plan where she carried out in the public for people to hear their views. And because Gary and Johnny Abraham and these fellas were there, you choose to answer them back in the crazy because you went where the geometry taking place. So you could go out there and perform and behave like a wajang, as we Manning say, behave as a wajang. So you could get to perform and do what you want and say what you want. But listen to me. The people of Trinidad and Tobago are fed up of you. Why don't you take your leave? You have no crime plan. And when somebody else coming to say something, you going out on the crazy where you get your sicko fans and them that's supporting you. And when you talk the rubbish, they're clapping. But you ain't beat home by them yet. It ain't beat home by them yet. That is why they're behaving like that. You can't be clapping to a man who disrespectful, and all his disrespect is to Kamala. If you're a woman and you realize every time this man opens his mouth, he's disrespecting women, how could you clap to suit that? How could you clap to suit disrespect? That is the worst thing that ever passed through Trinidad and Tobago as a prime minister. No manners, no nothing. No nothing. You say you're not talking crime in Balize house. You better you talk it inside there. Because your behavior last night and where you go on with. You better, and as furthermore, you are not to talk it in there, it already inside there. Is years now your gut rotten. Look how long. Years now. From opposition to prime minister, your gut rotten long time. You saying things that is so distasteful. You making mischief long time. Look how long. And the people of Trinidad and Tobago, some of the sicko fans and them who don't know that you have technology now, and even though they're dunce, you could go into technology and learn something and learn to spell and read and how to understand this and that, and stop worshipping this man like if he's the God of all gods and he's the worst thing. And he causing us our demise in Trinidad and Tobago. The good God Almighty, seeing that the man have nothing in him more than a set of hate and animosity and race inside of him. Nothing to benefit the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Listen, all you run and go in the crazy them with him last night. Not few hours ago, 2 murders by his constituency. All the crime taking place in his constituency and Fitzgerald Hines' constituency. And they come out to tell us a stupidness last night because Johnny Abraham and Griffith and them talk about what's going on in the country and the man have no crime plan. People of Trinidad and Tobago, why are you so nasty in mind? Why are you so bad-minded and hateful? Why when you don't like somebody race? Is race all you playing? Go on the track and run all the race. Don't run no race in the country. The only race we're supposed to have is the human race. Things are happening in our country that affects everybody. And also leave all your home and gone out there last night with he in the crazy for him to perform as a jamet to tell Kamala you is part of the blasted problem. Come on. Which prime minister when addressing the country does see him going on like a old wajang like he? Nobody else does. The man have no respect for nobody. He have no respect for the country. He have no respect for the citizens. He have no respect for nobody. The boss guns all said in St. Vincent, when he come out to make a breeder, you hear he cost the citizens them, sir, and the boss he head. Then wasting the time to do you nothing, then we'll waste the time. The same Johnny Abraham where you want to say, call him that. That was part of your contingent as security at one time. That is what you're calling him, man. That. You're very disrespectful, Keith. You have no manners to nobody. Your God should have rotten long time. When we in Tobago voted for 6-6, and your disrespectful rotten gut took our thing to the parliament and make it 15 seats, your belly should have rot then. And it's still rotting all now. Your belly should rot when you instruct Imsbert to withhold money for the Tobago House of Assembly not to function, for your party to come back in power in Tobago, which will never happen. It will never happen. Your God supposed to rot when you're not letting go the divers' final report for your family them to be at ease with what went on with the divers in the pipe. Your belly should have rot when you give Nelson so much money to bribe him to tell Lion on Ramdeen and Ram Logan. Your belly rot then. Your belly ain't rot when they kill 4 children. And your belly ain't rot yet. Your belly ain't rot when... Look at the date of the month and we have more murders than the date of the month. Your belly ain't rot for that, Keith. Your belly only rotting because Kamala and them bring out a crime symposium and they want to talk about how you ain't doing nothing, you and Fitzgerald Swine. Your belly supposed to rot the way you treating the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Your belly supposed to rot long time, and it rotted long time because it's not what comes out, it's not what goes into a man defiles him, is what comes out. And where you coming out of your mouth is what coming from down in your belly. So your belly rotting long time. It's not now we rotting. You are such an evil man. You are such a hard-hearted and black-heart man that you're coming out every time somebody says something or somebody bring out something that makes sense because yours does not make none. 5 years that woman took and do so many things in Trinidad and Tobago, and is that what bothering you? To see that your regime there how much years and then they performing. They can't perform because they can't do nothing. Your belly should have rot so much times when every time they bring up an issue concerning your government, the judiciary, playing it for you. Your belly supposed to rot long time. Your belly supposed to rot when you're taking over all the independent institutions them and they can't function. Your belly supposed to rot that you appoint a police commissioner who is a yes woman. Everything you say, she say yes. The praying mantis, everything you say, she say yes. Your belly supposed to rot so long. You're suffering the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You're putting your foot on their throat and they can't breathe. Look how long your belly supposed to rot. The clung and them what you have with you last night, that clapping ray, ray, ray. I hope what happening in the country never reach home by them and never happen to nobody for them. So they will be clapping even though you happen to them, they're supposed to clap. Because the rubbish that you talking, that good for you. That good for you. So when you talk it, all you sit down and clap it. You are a wicked man, Keith. You want to give Fitzgerald High so much millions of dollars to go and give in the youths them in Lavantil and things so that when election come, they're going to be harassing people to don't vote or don't go out there. What they going to do for what they ain't going to do. Nobody ain't stupid. This is election fever. And we know you will go to a last straw. How low can you all go? How low can Rowley and his political bandits go to make things work in this place for them? Because it's not working for nobody else. I could never sit down as a citizen of this country and see all this crime and all this hate and all this animosity and all this thing going on in my country and I don't tell nobody nothing. And I go just sit down and take that. You want to control everybody's lives. You want to do what you want and nobody must say nothing. Because you're not doing nothing in the country. That is why people have to come out and keep symposiums to talk. But every time you hear UNC, you get bad. You get bad like UNC. I want to know what this woman do. You never ask you a question? Why you have so much hate for this woman? Your sycophants never ask you why you have so much hate for one woman. And then you shouldn't have nothing to do with woman if it's so. Because you have a wife, you come from a mother, and you hate a woman so that every time she opens her mouth, you go in the public and tell this stupid, hey, you said the people at Trinidad and Tobago are stupid. They're really stupid in truth, you know. Listen to you and your rubbish. You're a big man, Keith. You're a big man at 70-something years old. What could you tell the youths of the country when you behaving like that? What you have to tell the youths of the country? And the youths shouldn't have nothing to do with you because all they're ending up is in a body bag. All they're ending up is in a body bag. Do not listen to you and Fitzy. Sleepy. Don't listen to Sleepy. He does nothing in this country. But you have to behave like that because when you was in Equator last night, I feel a whole police station was there with you. A whole police station. Who there with the citizens? Who there with the citizens? None. Nobody. People of Trinidad and Tobago, get real. Do not stand up for this man. This man is not, this man is evil. This man don't mean good for all you. He don't mean for you to raise all your standard. He don't mean for you to eat and drink like how he does eat lavishly. He don't mean that. He mean all you must suffer and always beg all your bread. He's either a one way in or one way out, that man. People of Trinidad and Tobago, don't listen to these people because all of them every day and all of seeing that things not working out for us in this country. All he doing is press down his foot on us to squeeze we and choke we. And everywhere he running all about the place like he crazy. He behaving like when you're mad. What could he sit down? So all you ain't seen for yourself. All you not seen. What could he tell the citizens of the country that could change their mindset to vote here again? What he could tell him? Let me hear what he could tell him. He can't tell him nothing. He can't tell nobody nothing. We in Tobago here and suffering. And everybody blaming the secretaries, but they're not blaming the people who inside the different divisions that working for Rowley. They are working for him. But let me tell you something. When all you work, remember payday is coming. You must get paid. You must be paid according to your work. You cannot be stifling the assembly and doing the assembly all sorts of things because Keith says so. And Keith have his people inside there to be doing that. It's our country. Tobago belongs to us. We, the people of Tobago, had to sit down and make this place the most, the best liquor island in the Caribbean. And if instead of that, all you going in, all you walk when the day come, all you in shame, all you doesn't feel bad, all you doesn't get bad feeling. To go in, all you walk when the day come and make mischief. They put in someone all you on boards to be thieving. Thief! And signing up for things where, hey, look here, nobody made this today. Trinidad and Tobago people, we need to get it right. We need to get it right. I just always use a word. I am sorry for the security forces in the country and everybody seeing it. Everybody seeing it because this man, when he wants to go out and parole and make himself into a jamet and a wajang all over the place, the poor security people, because he's the prime minister, they have to be up and down behind him. And I'm sorry for them. If he noticed the crimes are taking place in his constituency and not Fitzgerald, the criminals are sending them a message. But instead of that, you're cussing Kamala. They're sending all you a message. The man who is in charge of the security and the one who is the minister, all the crime taking place in them constituencies. What they're telling all you is a message they're sending for all you. Why are you going on like that? Leave the people of the country to make their own decision.